ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Court is back in session with your guy, Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. To everybody watching, I hope your day is going well. This whole thing about Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers, during an appearance on the Pat McAfee show, aired his grievance and ripped his former Jets team. Babyface Rodgers, the face was clean shaven, the hair was cut, dyed hair, a younger look. Here is Rodgers again in his first public media appearance, blasting the team that gave him a chance and suddenly didn't want him back as he decides what he wants to do. A man who doesn't know what he wants. It's Rodgers' life. No one can control what he wants or what he does. You think a guy who has been around cameras his entire life would literally give up football and become this reality TV star since he likes to appear on shows and be front and center. The fact that he opens up about his awkward and disrespectful final meeting with the Jets and tells the whole world about it shows how much he has to be on the forefront of people's minds. You know, for someone who has been in the limelight for 20 plus years, I've never seen a diva so desperate for attention all the time the way he is. It's really crazy how he craves so much attention and recognition. Rodgers' off-field drama marked by his selfish acts continues to overshadow his talent, his success, his legacy. There's no reason to rehash all the things that happened when Aaron Rodgers was a Jet. I wish someone close to him, I don't know who that is, but a good friend, a former teammate, or somebody would tell him to stop dragging this announcement, make a damn decision, and move on. It's time for me to move on, possibly go away, retire from the NFL. Because to look at Rodgers and think to yourself that he doesn't know what he wants to do and is unsure if he's going to play or not next season is absolutely ridiculous. And by now, folks are tired of him whining and pouting. And if you look at him, Rodgers is a guy who tries to paint himself as the victim. Oh, he's so innocent, right? To his defense, the Jets did him dirty. They owe Aaron Rodgers nothing. Did he really think the Jets owed him something? That Aaron Glenn owed him something? That Darren Murgy, the new GM, owed him something? You have this new regime. Aaron Glenn wants to go in a different direction at quarterback when people feel they can reach you anytime, see you everywhere, and speak to you however they want. They begin to forget they're not the boss. Rodgers was able to get his way, get whatever he wanted, do whatever he wanted. Too much power invites entitlement, and too much access breeds disrespect. Respect got lost. And now that Aaron Glenn stood his ground, I think that hurts Rodgers' feelings more than anything else. I don't feel bad for Rodgers. No more of this. No more. For once, it's not about Aaron Rodgers. And boy, wow. Somebody has the balls to stand up to him, speak out. This is how you put your foot down. Hey, I'm the new guy around here now, and this is not the Rodgers show. New staff, new culture. You have to wonder what team would put up with his drama. I wouldn't associate with his drama. I want no parts. I'll continue to say I still think Rodgers feels disrespected by the Jets, not just because he flew across the country on his own dime, but because they told him no. Ladies and gentlemen, that is called entitled. I don't think there's anything that Aaron Rodgers can do that will change my perception of him are my opinion of him. I've been saying it. He's washed. I've already seen him play terribly to know that his best days are behind him. Feel what you need to feel. But I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for a millionaire athlete, a future Hall of Famer, an MVP quarterback, and a Super Bowl champion. You shouldn't be criticizing anyone or anybody, particularly a team that gave you an opportunity to resurrect your career. You got a quarterback who is bitching and complaining all the damn time. I truly wonder where's his mind at. It's been a tough run, hasn't quite gone the way he would have liked for it to go. It's a new coach and GM. The new regime sort of getting their feet wet as a first-time head coach and GM. And they're starting over without Rodgers. From a free agent in a forgotten corner to a national headline. He wants to get into it. He wants to talk about it in his interview. And he said he thought he was going to fly across the country and it was going to be hours of talking. It turns out that he sits in there, and as he's talking with Aaron Glenn in the middle of the conversation, as Rodgers tells it, Aaron Glenn gets up and leaves the room. And Aaron is like, well, that's really weird. We're in the middle of a conversation. So then he brings in Darren Murgy. I always mispronounce his name, excuse me, the general manager, the new general manager. Then all three are sitting there and they're talking. And then apparently, according to Rodgers, the GM is talking. And then Glenn goes, so you want to play football? And then Rodgers says, well, I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know. And then Glenn goes, well, we're going to go in a different direction. Rodgers went on to say he was shocked. And then he said, you don't know me. Glenn comes back and said, you don't know me. I just hope the tough guy act doesn't wear thin and causes problems in New York. Glenn is a first-year head coach coming in with a chip on his shoulder. If this is true, it's disrespectful and unprofessional, but also I understand where Glenn is coming from. Maybe he could have been more professional, but he acted decisively and showed he's not letting anybody tell him how to coach or how to run the team. I at least respect the fact that Aaron Glenn has come in and he's going to do it a certain way. There's a new boss. No more hugs, no more happy talk. This year, the coach is a no-nonsense guy who isn't about pleasing a quarterback. Look, the Jets catered and changed their entire franchise and every decision for Aaron Rodgers for 24 straight months. They won 6 games with him as a starter, and everyone got fired. To keep Rodgers on as the quarterback, this would be going backwards. Thank you for supporting the channel and keeping up with the content. I hope you guys are having a great day. Wonderful day to you all. Before I get out of here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like and share the video. Have a great day, everyone. We'll talk again very soon. See you next time.